Greetings, one and all. Once again, Joel of All Vapes coming through the airwaves, the YouTube waves at least. If this is your first time tuning in, one of my reviews, thank you very much. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because we got some awesome content coming up. So, tobacco lovers, we're talking about the Vango Vapes once again. If you guys had a chance to see my Tabaccoland cigar collection review, I alluded towards the Pipes collection, which is incidentally what we're talking about right now from Vango Vapes. Okay, the tobacco line stretches out to 9 different flavors between pipes and cigar. And the cigar, if you remember, was more of the bold, robust Virginia flue-cured tobacco flavors. The Pipes collection, however, is a little bit more medium to medium robust. So not quite as strong, but you're still getting that richness, that boldness, just backing it off just a tinge. Enough to give you that solid, good, sweet tobacco taste, and it's very natural, I might add. And once you throw in some solid flavors here, Vango Vapes knows what they're doing as far as the flavors are concerned. So we're gonna get into the immediate nitty gritty. And first flavor we're gonna talk about is VCT, short for Vanilla Custard Tobacco. Now, why is the VCT so important? Why? Because literally this is an international winner here, folks. This flavor alone won the Expo over in Canada's Best Tobacco Flavor. Also won some awards here in the United States at the West Coast Vape Expo on their Nick Salt flavor as well. This is one of my absolute all-time favorites as far as just all-around tobacco flavors are concerned. It's very good, solid vanilla, and the custard is incredibly nice. And I don't much care for custard flavors myself, but with the medium blend of just that nice richness of tobacco, the Virginia flue-cured tobacco plays really well with a solid custard. It's not too deep, not too heavy, but the vanilla is really where it's at. It kind of comes in, not just on the back end, but on the initial inhale. The exhale is absolutely superb. The VCT, an absolute award winner, literally. One thing I do want to mention about all of the Tabaccoland lines is that if you're a die-hard Vango Vapes fan, you will notice that all of the labeling on all of their flavors have changed. Reason for that is because Canadian regulations stated that their labels could literally not have any type of faces on them, whether they were artwork or even a skull, like on some of the flavors in the old school Tabaccoland lines. Couldn't have any of that stuff. So they had to really quickly, completely redo all of their label designs into basically what you're looking at right now. And in my personal opinion, I think it looks a lot more mature. I think it looks a lot more eye-catching, and it really still gets the job done. And I mean, Vango Vapes, man, when they're pushed into a corner, as they say, sometimes stress releases the best out of everybody, and they were stressed and they got some of the best still rolling out. So the VCT from Tabaccoland Pipes, vanilla custard tobacco, that medium to bold, rich, flue-cured vanilla. Now, if you like your black Cavendish flavor to a good pipe tobacco, you're really gonna dig the Golden Honey from the Pipes collection. So, not much to say about this other than golden layers of sweet, amazing, sticky honey with a solid black Cavendish. So what that's going to give you is a little bit more of a bulge to the robust end of the medium pipe flavored tobacco, yet sweeter and kind of lighter and airy. No vanilla in this one, but a little bit more pleasantry as far as just kind of almost a dessert tobacco. And if we want the desserts, if you're really into that, we're going to get into some more sweet stuff here. This one is Midnight Berries. Absolutely one of my favorite. Knocked it out of the park with this one. Black currant, wild berries, and blackberries mixed in with that straight up, once again, Virginia flue-cured tobacco. Medium to medium bold on this one. A little bit darker and richer in the flavor category because all of those berries have just kind of that deep, heady, rich, earthy flavor to it, but still sweet. So nice, solid, and round. If you like your berries, you're absolutely gonna love this one. And the one thing I like about the dark berry flavors is that they blend really super well with tobaccos. It doesn't make it too fun and kind of kiddish, if you will, you know what I mean? And we're talking about maturity here, guys, but it's a really, really good blend. I think most people out there that are into the tobaccos, and if you like your desserts, it's kind of a fun little blend. The spring vanilla is another one of my absolute favorites here. So we're taking a little bit of the same vanilla from the VCT and we're springing it up in just a very light and airy, subtle, creamy textures and notes going on in this one. A nice aged Virginia Cavendish type of a flavor. For those of you that are familiar with that blend, I think you're really gonna enjoy the spring vanilla. It is light, it is airy, and just, in my opinion, I think it's reminiscent of the honey flavored, but with just obviously that little vanilla tinge with a light sweetness to it. So if you want something that's nice and sweet, but not as sweet as the golden honey, I think the spring vanilla is pretty much your bag. And the last, but absolutely not least, got the Silky Smooth, baby. Okay, we're talking about a rich, smooth, buttery flavor. You pretty much already sold me on that one, with a nice creamy blend of light to medium tobacco. Still nice and slow-aged Virginia flue-cured tobacco. I just love saying that. With just a nice creamy texture, little bit of vanilla going on in the background, just a hint, enough to make it kind of playful and happy. But it's that buttery flavor that really kind of brings it down to an earthy tone and mellows everything out beautifully. It's more reminiscent, in my personal opinion, to the VCT, but nothing beats the VCT for that nice, deep, heady, rich custard flavor. You know what I mean? So if you'll want something, I think that's kind of similar to VCT, but more of just kind of a buttery flavor. It is kind of that almost salty, sweet kind of blend. In my personal opinion, I think the Silky Smooth is definitely where you want to go with that. So what are we talking about here? 5 amazing flavors from Vango Vapes Tabaccoland Pipes collection. Definitely look into the comment section below. I've slammed a discount code in there, so you can go into vangovapes.com. They guarantee delivery within 24 hours, and they ship worldwide, folks, okay? This company is absolutely amazing for quality and standards. I've been with them for a long, long time, and I only represent the brands that I believe in when it comes down to the nitty-gritty and the goodness of some of the best e-liquid out on the market. Vango Vapes definitely has that, folks. So once again, Vango Vapes, thank you so much for supporting Joe of All Vapes. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Once again, give me a subscribe, give me a shout out on Instagram and Twitter. If you haven't followed me on there, please consider doing so. I've got some awesome giveaways that I do from time to time, and I just love making new friends, guys. So thank you very much for allowing me to spend a little time on your TV, smartphone, what have you. This is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in that vaping sky. Wishing you to stay humble. You love yourselves, love each other, keep it extraordinarily cloudy, and of course, pinky out. Hey everybody, this is Joe of All Vapes. Thank you for watching. For the best in vape reviews, pound that subscribe button, and don't forget, vaping saves lives.